At Prairie Rose Family Dentists, we treat our patients like family. We have 14 highly experienced dentists with incredibly caring dental teams. We have more locations, more services, and extended hours to make sure your dental needs get fulfilled, your questions get answered, and you have the comfortable and high-quality experience you deserve. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment today. Prairie Rose Family Dentists. We are family.
Comes back the way down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli did shoot. Scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
The North Dakota Safety Council is dedicated to preventing injuries and saving lives by offering hundreds of safety courses. The NDSC helps workers return home safely every night and make sure schools are ready for any emergency. Our first aid training and defensive driving courses help save lives. We empower people through personal protection courses and operational risk assessments for businesses. We're a private, nonprofit organization committed to making North Dakota's homes, schools, communities, workplaces, and roads the safest in the nation. Learn more at ndsc.org.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
is set. He's all alone. Slam dunk.
Nice right-handed pass inside. Step back, Heinert. And she gets it to go.
It's time for North Dakota high school basketball on the PSP Network.
Gross crosses over, fake the pass, flips it up, scored, and he's fouled. Oh, what a nifty move there.
Now cutting into the lane is Lundy, but Fricky does it herself. Nice move by Maggie.
Here comes William Ware. He's going to go up and two-hand slam dunk. Took off from about 6 feet out, maybe 7, and just elevated the two-handed jam.
Now, let's go to the hardwood for this matchup's pregame show on the PSP Network.
Well, a 43-game winning streak is on the line here tonight as it's number 1 versus number 2 in Class A girls basketball right here on the PSP Network. Hi, basketball fans. Glad to have you aboard on this chilly Tuesday evening from Lynette Olson Gymnasium. Scott Woodmansee alongside Cole Higlin as we've got West Region Class A girls basketball for you right here on the PSP Network. It features the number 2 ranked team in the state, the Minot High Magicians, coming in here at 17-2 overall, 15-2 in the conference, and it's Century undefeated, 18-0 overall, 17-0 in the conference. And Cole, you get 1 versus 2, the last game of the year, and the only thing that's not on the line tonight is a seeding, because those have already been set in the West Region tournament.
Yeah, and that's what's scary about Minot. You know, they start 2 8th graders who are obviously leading them in scoring, and they just want to play, right? They just want to start pouring buckets. They're trying to build some confidence, you know, just to get the experience. They have nothing to lose here tonight. Where Century, they're going to want to get some rhythm. They're going to want to make sure their starters get their points in, get some timing plays. But the last thing you want to see happen here tonight is get hurt before WDA. Because at the end of the day, like you mentioned earlier, they're on their 43-game win streak, and that is important to them tonight, but obviously staying healthy and getting to the state tournament is the most important thing here tonight.
Well, and you talked about that is they just got Logan Nisley back from that injury, who appeared against Mandan, Century's last win, and then the only other, Hallie Mattern, I know she's out for the season, so they lose some minutes there. But I think what you hit it right on the head, Cole, is that for both these two teams is that, you know, in the end of let it be told is that you got to win 3 games or 2 games, and those 2 games are next week that you want to win. You do that, you get into the state, you're in the state tournament, and anything you can do to avoid tonight in this last regular season game, you want to try and do.
Yeah, and both coaches aren't going to show all their cards. They always got little tricks up their sleeve, different out-of-bounds plays, different types of defense they're going to do in WDA because they've seen each other twice. You know, when Century went up to Minot this year, we touched earlier about how Logan Nestle got hurt. It was midway through the first half. She picked up her 3rd foul, and they were up 16. Minot cut it to 9, and then the second half is when she kind of twisted her ankle there, and Minot made a run. It only ended up being, I think, was a 6-point game at the end there up in Minot. So obviously Century had to learn to play without Logan. I mean, when she's averaging 21 points a game, it makes them a better team. Someone off the bench has got to take on a different responsibility and play without her, and that's what WDA is because everybody seems to get in foul trouble. 3 games in a row is always tough, get the tired legs, so you got to just figure out who's going to be that next person up for Century. And then, as I mentioned for Minot, you know, the 2 8th graders are impressive for what they're able to do with their composure, the points they're putting up. You know, I was surprised to see Lily Bell there play a little bit of JV, just kind of get some more confidence, and I think Coach understands the importance of her too.
Yeah, as we'd like to welcome you to the Shields pregame show on the PSP Network. Thanks to Shields for coming on board, and be sure to stop down south of the mall and check out all the things Shields has to offer. As we talk about, we've talked about it right now. We might as well talk about those girls' standings right now. As you'll see, Century 17-0, Minot High 15-2, Bismarck High 14-3. And Jamestown and Mandan right there. And we can tell you in a score that just has been reported is Jamestown defeats Mandan 67-65. So with that being said, Jamestown will now be the number 4 seed in the West Region tournament. And the only thing that we've got yet to decide is who's going to be that 5th seed, will it be Mandan or Legacy. And whoever that 5th seed is, they avoid the playing game. The other team, well, they got to
Well, they're going to host a WDA playing game in their own gym.
And hopefully we can get kind of an update on that score here today. JV game in this game kind of ran a little bit longer, so we should be able to kind of get updated on what's happened to that game. So, yeah, it definitely is important to get out of that playing game, get that extra rest, get an extra practice, some scouting in at that time too.
Yeah, the only other games tonight, Dick, as Cole was talking about, the game we're tied is Bismarck High and Legacy. I'm sure that one is over, so we'll try to effort a score for you on that one. And then Dickinson at St. Mary's, that game does not mean anything as far as the standings are concerned. As Century and Minot 1 versus 2 right here on the PSP Network. Our Shields pregame show rolls on with more back after this timeout. You're listening to Class A Girls Basketball on the PSP Network.
Texted Rusty to see if he can give me.
Thanks for buying some room.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoo zoo?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Welcome back to our Shields pregame show. Scott Woodmansee alongside Cole Higland. And, Cole, here we have it right here. As thanks to Mitch Lundy, the athletic director at Minot High, doing his fine work as he does. It'll be Williston will be at Mandan, as Mandan will be the 6th seed. Turtle Mountain will be at St. Mary's, and Dickinson High will be at Watford City, as Dickinson and Watford 8-9. Turtle Mountain, the 10, St. Mary's the 7, and Williston, we know they didn't play a regular season, but they are going to participate in the West Region Tournament. They will down to Mandan as the take on the number 6 seed. Well, Cole, we take a look at these two teams, and first we talked a little bit about Minot High. You know, the one thing that stands out for me and for Jason Schwartz in his second season is, you know, the last time this team's qualified for the state tournament was 2015 and 16. So it's hard to believe for a team like Minot High, and not that the end-all be-all isn't to win the thing, but I think that's one of those, when you have a drought like that, I think that's one of those goals you probably have to set at the start of the year is let's get that goal out of the way, and then let's focus on what's ahead of us after that's done.
Yeah, and you've been hearing for years in Minot. They got one high school. They got some of the largest enrollment. How come they don't have two schools like Bismarck and some of the other large populated communities? But, yeah, you're right. You know, going back to 2015, it's kind of a culture. You know, obviously they've had some coaching changes over the years and opportunities have kind of presented themselves. But the future looks pretty bright for Minot here when you see a sophomore and 2 8th graders in the starting lineup here tonight. So definitely the culture's changing. I think winning's always been there for Minot. They've always had good players. Just doesn't quite find the chemistry at the end of the year to kind of get to the state tournament.
Yeah, as you said, you talked about the youth of this team, and then, you know, you bring back, you know, you've got a gal in Avery Lundy, a sophomore who got some action last year. Evenson as well, a gal that's been playing well for Legacy. So certainly it's a team that's got a lot of youth, and they got some experience. But as the season's gone on, Cole, this youth has gotten a lot of experience, and I'm sure they're going to be prepared to play in that West Region tournament.
Well, they're averaging almost 78 points a game. They're giving up about 57. So they are defending a little bit, and they are putting the ball in the hoop. And you see there we've got Maggie Fricky averaging about 17. You got Mariah Evenson with 13. Maya Aguilar with 6.5. And then you got Avery Lundy at about 10. So there's some scores on the court here tonight.
Well, yeah, they lead the WDA in scoring and in rebounding at 77.7 and 43.3, just over Century by a few points and few rebounds. But tonight, these two teams, we said, will get squared off. And now we turn our attention, Cole, to the Century Patriots. And, I mean, what do you say? I mean, I guess when you run 43 off, you go wire to wire. Last year, you win the whole thing. You come out this year, you've got a Gallon, Nisley coming back. You got the Robin, the Batman and Robin, and in Kennebrew, two girls that are top in the West region in scoring. Nisley at 1, Kennebrew at 3, and oh, by the way, a young lady in this game is at 4, Maggie Fricky from Minot. But certainly those two have really complemented each other very well throughout this season.
What I like about those two for Century is that they push each other, right? Who wants to be a mono? They're averaging almost 300 points for this season right now. Obviously, if Kennebrew's having a good game, Logan Nestle's going to want to step up a little bit and vice versa. But I think the role players don't get enough credit sometimes. I mean, they do the extra pass, they do the defense, but they hit the open shots when they're there to free up these individuals. And so, the Eden Friedley, Autumn Ketterling, Abby Fletcher, they all have a role in this game here. And it just sometimes they kind of go unforeseen at times because they aren't the headline, I guess is what you would call it in most games.
Yeah, and then you talk about some complementary pieces to this puzzle for the Century Patriots, and one gal that's really picked up her game a little bit as a gal coming off the bench is Abby Fletcher. She's up near 10 points a game, and boy, she shot 96 threes already, 37 of 96. So Abby Fletcher has really picked up her game and been a part of this. Autumn Ketterling, she had a great game up in Minot when Century went up there and beat Minot. Minot's only second loss of the season. So certainly all these gals are really starting to find their role. And I think you talked about, when Nisley went down, I mean, what that does is for first-year head coach Nate Wellstead, that gives him an opportunity to get some other gals some playing time that could prove to be very valuable when you get into that West Region tournament.
Well, and for girls basketball, confidence is key, right? Boys at times, they have a bad shooting night, they get over a lot quicker, but it's confidence and repetition and the opportunity, given the opportunity to present itself like we just mentioned here with Abby Fletcher, is that when you're given the opportunity and you prove yourself, you kind of have, a big head, a little confidence. You bounce around, you got a little bit of bounce to your step, and that's kind of what they need is just some different people to step up, take some pressure off the big two, as we mentioned earlier, and just kind of give everybody the opportunity to contribute in different ways here tonight.
Yeah, it should be a fun one here tonight. Also, you can find on the PSP network as Minot High and Century Boys. Nick Colberg with the call up there for you. And also on the PSP network, Scotty Gattell, the call of Region 6. One team already has crowned or punched their ticket to the Region 6 championship game. That was Minot Ryan with a 46-36 win and kind of a mild upset over to the Rugby Panthers. And they await, I believe, was Mohall Lansford Sherwood taking on Delax Burlington in that second semifinal game. So lots of things coming up on the PSP network today particularly, and certainly as we move forward, as we're going to have a lot of basketball coverage. This will conclude our regular season. I stand corrected. It will not, as we will have a Class B game coming up, Standing Rock and Shiloh coming up this at the end of this week, as Todd Domrys and Perry Hansen we'll have the call on that one, and so that should be a lot of fun as well as the boys start to wind down as well. So lots of things coming up on the PSP. We'll have also region coverage of the Region 5 and the Region 6 boys tournaments, West Region tournament, wire to wire. Cole Higlin, Perry, Joe, all hands on deck for that one. That should be a lot of fun. Should be a fun West Region tournament, Cole, both boys and on the girls' side.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a great 3 days. We always say March is the best month of the year for sports. Come in and do WDA. You got state the following week, and then you got obviously the NCAA March Madness, the Class B tournaments that kind of go on. So the entire month of March is always a great time for basketball fans.
Yep, as the teams continue their warm-ups, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back as you're listening to our Shields pregame show. Century and Minot coming next right here on the PSP Network. Welcome back to Lynette Olson Gymnasium. Scott Woodmansee, Cole Higlin with you. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network as we near the opening tip, as both teams have taken their respective benches as we await the national anthem. Music taking charge here, but last time Claremont and I were here doing a game, we were the only guys left in the gymnasium. The PA announcer, loving him to death, great guy. He walked out of the gym, and we were the only two guys at a rock concert. And neither one of us knew how to turn it on, so we just battled through it, got out of here, got in the car, popped some aspirin, and everything was fine after that. But he's certainly got things rolling here tonight at Minot Olson Gymnasium as, again, we near the opening tip and the starting lineups. Pretty decent crowd on hand here tonight. I know it's very cold out tonight, and so if you're not here, hope you're tuned in on the PSP Network. Time for National Anthem. We'll take a timeout. We come back. The starting lineups, the opening tip, Century Minot next, right here on the PSP Network.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
Well, there you have it, as the national anthem has been played, and we are about minutes away from the opening tip here in Minot Olson Gymnasium as they get ready to introduce the starting lineups on the floor. First of all, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Minot High Jets will go like this. A one guard will be Maggie Fricker. She's 5'7", and an 8th grader. Another guard will be Mariah Evenson. She's 5'9", and a senior. At one forward spot will be Maya Aguilar, 5'9", and a junior. Who? Oh, okay.
I think Minot High's a little stunned too at starters.
Yep. Now we got to figure it out. At one forward will be Avery Lundy. He's 5'8" and a sophomore. And also in the middle will be Lily Bell. She's 6 foot and an 8th grader. Head coach in his second year, Jason Schwartz. Hey, as a former public address announcer, there's nothing worse when you introduce the wrong starters in the starting lineup. The coaches, the players, and everybody turns and looks at you and goes, wow, where did you get that information?
And then mom and dad looks and goes, huh?
For the home team on the scoreboard, the Century Patriots, they'll go like this. At one guard will be Eden Fridley. She's 5'9" and a sophomore. At another guard will be Autumn Kettling. She's 5'8" and a senior. At one forward will be Bergen Kinnebrew. She's 5'11" and a junior. Another forward will be Abby Fletcher. She's 5'9" and a senior. And another forward spot will be Logan Nisley. She is 6 foot and a junior. Fridley, Kettling, Kinnebrew, Fletcher, Nisley for the Patriots, Fricky, Evenson, Aguilar, Lundy, and Bell for the Jets. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Medicine Shop of Bismarck. They're proud to support local athletics. The Medicine Shop offers free delivery, and you can get your flu shot at the Medicine Shop. As we await the final announcements of the starting lineups, and we're about ready for basketball. Reminder on the PSP Network going on right now. You can tune in the boys' game. Nick Hallberg has the call on this one. And I just got a text message. This is the thing about this network. As the guy sends me a text message as from a place way warmer than this, Mexico, watching the Century versus Minot game. It's the Bradley family. My, oh my. I hope it rains down there
Or
all day tomorrow.
Or they get a sunburn.
We're ready to go as the Magi come out in their road maroons trimmed with gold. Century comes out in their home whites trimmed with navy and red. And Kennebrew will go up against Lily Bell at center court as we are set for West Region girls basketball. Andrew Fisher throws the ball in the air, tip controlled by Who, and Lundy runs it down in the backcourt. And she will wheel it up front. Downhill goes Maggie Fricky, now reverses her dribble back between the rings. Here's Fricky, baseball pass to the left wing to Aguilar, up top of the key to Bell around the wheel. Lundy, high right side. Now here's Fricky, guarded by Fridley. Here's Aguilar, she goes baseline on a left-handed bounce, now back to Bell. Bell guarded by Kettling, Bell penetrates, nothing there, back to Lundy. Lundy down the lane, oops, suitcase violation, we'll go back the other way.
And a great man-to-man to start out this first half here from Century. Obviously put a lot of pressure on Minot. Ran the shot clock down below 10 before they had an opportunity to get that travel.
Turnover for the Majets as we're just underway here, opening quarter. No score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Fletcher with it up high. Fletcher breaks the pressure, attacks the 10, throws one up wildly, comes off to Lily Bell. Bell, she's got some handles for her size and an 8th grader. Shakes, breaks, stop and go moves, spins, tries to kick to the wing. Kennebrew, the length, tips it away. She runs down her own loose ball on the drive. Kennebrew free throw line, step through move, flips it up, rolls off. Lily Bell gets rebound number 2. Here's Fricky back with it in the front court. Fricky on the bounce. Now leaves it off for Evenson. Evenson in the paint, turns, one-handed jump hook, no good. Rebound comes down to Kennebrew. And somebody's got to take the lids off as poked out of bounds. It'll stay with Century. No score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century and Minot from Lynette Olson Gymnasium. Kettling controls for Century. Dribble entry to the left side. Hands off to Kennebrew. Right wing 3, Nisley. That one rolls off. Bell, rebound number 3. Lily Bell, she can bring it in the front court. Oh, yep, she got it. Carrying the basketball was Lily Bell.
I think that's going to be a difference here for Century is just the offensive rebound. Just not going to be there today with Lily Bell kind of just taking up all the boards so far.
Yeah, she's got 3 of them, so still no score here in this one. Kettling in the right corner goes baseline, cut off, now back out to Kennebrew. Kennebrew attacks, flips it up, and scores, and Century strikes first. 2-0, Century leads on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Back with it comes Aguilar. Aguilar on the bounce, picks her dribble up, nowhere to go with it. Hounded by Nisley. Want a 5-second call, didn't get it, now to Fricky. Fricky guarded by Fridley. Good matchup there. Here's Evenson on the baseline. Good help defense there by Nisley. Now Fricky, left wing 3. That one too strong. Long rebound, and Aguilar saves it into the hands of Lundy. Lundy, baseball pass. Evenson, left wing 3. Bingo!
Three-pointer number 4. Mariah Evenson.
Evenson gives the Majets a 1-point lead at 3-2. Fletcher left corner. Ooh, Fricky read the pass, and she got hung out to dry there as she's going to get called for the personal. That'll be her first, team's first for the Majets.
As a coach, you know, when you foul 40 feet away from the hoop, and I know it's a hustle call.
Yep.
You're trying to get there, but you just can't afford that, especially coming to tournament time.
Yep. Here's Fletcher, wide open, left corner 3. And she says, take that, Evenson. I've got one for you, too. And that's Abby's. Makes it 5-3 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Lily Bell, fires a 3. That comes off, tipped out by Kennebrew into the hands of Fricky. Fricky attacks in the lane, runners stop, and what are we going to have? It's going to be on the floor. And I think they're going to get, they're going to get Eden Friendly with the foul.
For the Patriots, number 5, Delaney Clark.
Delaney Clark checks in now for Century. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tires Plus. When shopping for tires, shop Tires Plus. All brands under one roof, the guaranteed lowest prices, and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. You can't go wrong with Tires Plus. Visit them online at TiresPlusND.com. And here's a suitcase violation. Majets turn it over. Turnover number 3.
And so far, there doesn't seem to be any ankle issues with Logan Nestle, who has obviously missed a couple games. Seems like she's moving okay.
Only issue right now is she hasn't got a lot of touches on the offensive end. Now she gets one. Guarded by Fricky. They lob down low. Kennebrew catches with the left hand, missed it, gets her own rebound, makes space, goes up again, creates the foul, and she will shoot 2. Will Kennebrew.
Fouls on
Aguilar, first personal, second team foul for the Majettes.
Patriots number 13, Bergen Kinnebrew.
Kinnebrew toes the stripe, free throw up and good for Bergen.
Kinnebrew good at the line, in for Minot. 23.
She's got 3. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. As Kinnebrew missed the free throw, and Evenson goes wide right with one. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Century.
You know, it just seems for Lily Bell, they just don't even look for her at the post. She just kind of float around the perimeter a little bit. You just think once in a while, slip her down to the block and kind of a backdoor cut or something.
Well, yeah, and she just does everything so good. And you look at her and you say, she's an 8th grader? No way. But, I mean, that's just – she's played a lot of basketball. They lob it into Evenson at the right elbow. She backs in, falls down, throws it away. Another turnover for the Majettes. That's 4. Here's Fridley, goes end-to-end. Layup comes off, rebound Nisley, turns, up off the glass, rolls off, rebound to Lily Bell. That's got to be 5 for her. Here comes Bell back the other way. She crosses over on Fletcher, jump stop in the lane. Ooh, they're going to get a blocking call.
I think they must kind of hand check on the hip a little bit on the way there. Logan Nestle was there to take the charge. That's where you just got to back away sometimes, let her go.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I'd call it a block, would you? Because it seemed like it would have been on Nisley as Fletcher was out ahead of her, but nonetheless, it's a foul. Second team foul. They lob it in to Bell Evenson, and she slips in, and she's going to be held by Bergen Kinnebrew. That'll be her first, Century's 3rd team foul. 14:08 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century leads 6-3 opening half of play. Fricky almost has it poked away by Delaney Clark. Fricky backs in the lane, nowhere to go. Oh, backdoor Lundy. She catches on the other side, misses it short. Gets her own rebound, kicks it out Fricky. Shot fake from 3. Left-handed runner in the lane. That one's no good. And then she gets an over-the-back call, and that will be number 2. And neither one of those 2 fouls, Cole, were Phi Beta Kappa fouls, were they?
No, and Minot does a nice job of their out-of-bounds plays. They spread you out. They get those backdoor cuts, and that's what you'd like to see, those quick buckets. And that's what I was talking about earlier is flash Lily Bell down to the paint sometimes. She's 6 foot tall, got good length and strength.
Yeah, Carew Lamore checks in for Minot High, and Lamore just a 5'7" freshman. Here's Nisley. She bears one from 16. (8-3), Century by 5. On the drive, runners up and good. Tori Height is in the ball game as she scores the runner, makes it 8-5. Back with it come the Patriots. Nisley goes in the left corner to Clark. She goes baseline, does Delaney. Now out high to Kettling. Kettling catches, gets in lane. Oh, shot fake. And she tried to bounce it to Nisley, but a ball was kicked. And it'll stay with Century.
And normally when Century kind of goes down the middle of the paint, they always look opposite for that three-pointer in the corner, and there was girls open there.
As down the lane goes Kinnebrew. (10-5). Here's Tori Height with it. Lily Bell operates, kicks left corner. Aguilar, she fires for 3. That one rolls off. Rebound to Nisley. Back with it come the Patriots. Oh, Nisley threw it away into the hands. Right place, right time is Zoe Austin. Checked in. 12-5, and here's a 3 by Bell. That one comes off. Rebound to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew gets it off to Clark. Here's Kettling. Shot fake. Right elbow, nowhere to go. Now to Austin. Austin, that one's going to be partially blocked by Lily Bell, and I believe it was, and that will be block 25 for Bell. She gets it on the baseline, creates some space, shoots an air ball. Delaney Clark, that's a tough pass. Ooh, wisely done by Nisley as she came back to get it. She knew that was going to be short. Here's Nisley, step back three, back iron, and rebound comes down to Aguilar, tied up underneath. It'll be a jump ball by Zoe Austin. Here comes a line change for Century.
Fletcher, also number 3, currently number 11, Lydia Simmons.
Eden Prairie in for Century along with Aleta Siemens and
that's Simmons. Yep. Lydia Simmons is in there. Evenson back in. Fridley comes back in. Long inbound goes to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew operates. Goes baseline Simmons, and she tried to go back to Kinnebrew, taken away by the Magi. Down with it comes Karula More, and she loses it out of bounds, and it'll stay with Minot High as it was poked out of bounds.
Bergen Kennebrew's length is just what you don't anticipate. Those arms and those passing lanes, and then just get a little lazy with the ball.
As Tori, nope, that is not Toriitis. That's Aguilar. Controls, gets it to Evenson. Evenson kicks left corner to Lamore. Now Evenson has it taken away. Oh, and they're going to get a late foul. As that one's going to go on Eden Fridley, second personal. Fourth team foul. Here comes Autumn Kettling. Fridley will go out.
I think Eden's looking like us too. What did I do? She's clearly stole the ball. It was almost a second late on the call there.
Quick inbound. Evenson scored and won.
Bucket's good for number 4. Ryan Evenson should be hitting the line.
As Evenson gets the hoop in the harm, foul's going to go on number 11, Simmons, first personnel. 5th team foul. And Evenson makes it 12-8.
That is 6 points for Mariah Evenson here in the first half.
12-8, Century by 4. Kettling back to Simmons. Simmons gets in the lane. Now dribbles into the left corner. Now finds Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew step through move. Layup high off the glass and scored it, did Bergen Kinnebrew. Nice passer by Simmons. (14-8). Ooh, Nisley on Evenson, and now Evenson has it poked away, but she got it right back, and her shot goes too strong. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with, it's going to go back to Century. Avery Lundy checks in. As Nisley controls. Gets it off to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew stop and go move. Kinnebrew down the lane, fake the pass, shot up, blocked out of bounds by Lundy, and it'll stay with Century. Reminder coming up will be our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show. Legacy Financial Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services LLC. Visit them online at planwithlfp.com. Here's Simmons baseline, reverse layup, short, rebound Evenson. Outlet Aguilar. Oh, she about lost her footing up, and she traveled. Fisher was right there. She couldn't get her feet set. Delaney Clark comes in. Simmons goes out.
Lily Bell's been sitting out for about 3 minutes here. I think Coach a little frustrated with her effort here in the beginning of the game, and so hopefully she kind of gets that attitude check and kind of comes back in a little bit more motivation.
10:15 to go here. Opening half of play, 14-8 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century leads by 6. They're going to get a hand check. That's going to go on Elsie Hardy.
Calls up Minot, 25. Elsie Hardy, first person. 4th team foul.
4th team foul. Elbow, they go to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew right down the lane. Kinnebrew layup, got it. And Century has double up. Minot at 16-8 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. There's a shot by Evenson, rolls off. 2-4, 2-4, 5. We'll give Kinnebrew that one. Here's Nisley, right wing 3. That one too strong. Fletcher. Here's Kettling with it. Kettling, her shot rolls off. Aguilar with the rebound. Leads the fast break. Here's Lundy in the front court. Lundy goes baseline, runs right into Kinnebrew, and offensive foul is going to go against Avery Lundy. First personal, that'll be the 5th team foul. And we got a Hub International Insurance timeout on the floor. Call 355-3100 and ask for Michael Borman for your commercial insurance needs. 9:22 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century 16, Minot High 8. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network. (16-8). Century leads this one on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 9:17 left to go. Opening half of play here from Lynette Olson Gymnasium. Here's Fletcher with it. Clark, left wing 3. That one rolls off. Weak side rebound, batted around, and Kettling comes out of there with it. Nope. She tried to do a little high wire act on the sideline, but she stepped out of bounds, so it'll go to the Majets.
Minot's just got to find some more scoring. Right now, they've only got 2 girls that have scored here tonight. Mariah Evenson, who's had a nice first half with 5, and Avery Lundy, obviously was one of our leading scorers here at 11, hasn't done much so far.
Yeah, they're only down 8. Nisley with the steal. Here comes Century. Nisley backs in, kicks out high. Fletcher, high left side 3. That one rolls off. Rebound to Lily Bell. And we're going to get a foul. It's going to go against Bergen Kinnebrew.
I got 6 defensive rebounds for Lily Bell here in the first half.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Zoe Austin checks in for Century. And that'll be the 6th team foul against Century. BNC National Bank, financial solutions for your life and business, customer focused, community driven. The bank for business people, BNC National Bank.
Got a 5-second call it on Minot. They're just frustrated with the inbound play.
Yeah, they did. As Nisley will trigger it inbounds. Nice pass. Kettling wide open 3, and Autumn, her shot rolls off. Nisley the rebound, Nisley the putback. As she's got 4, and it's a 10-point lead for Century at 18-8 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Lundy back. Nope, that's not Lundy. I stand corrected. That is Lamore. Gets it off to Lily Bell. Bell falls down. Now gets it off to Aguilar, 15-footer on the way, too strong. Bell the rebound, the putback, and scored it. Lily Bell with her first 2 of the evening. 18-10, Century by 8. Here's Nisley back the other way, and in the lane, 10-footers up and good for Logan Nisley. She's starting to heat up. Back to double digits lead. Here's a poke away into the hands of Kettling. Century by 10 at 20-10 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Ooh, one too many passes. Lundy steals it. Blocking foul is going to be called against Autumn Kettling. 17th foul against Century, so we're going to shoot some free throws. And at the line will be Avery Lundy for Minot High.
Hopefully this gets Avery Lundy going a little bit here. Sometimes when you're struggling, you just haven't had many opportunities. These free throws kind of open it up, give you a little bit of a confidence here, and break the ice.
Hey, you in your own right were a shooter. I mean, it was one of those things is you had struggle. You just got to see one go through the hole, and once you go through the hole, that thing looks like a big old peach basket, huh? She misses the second one. Bell the rebound, the putback, one in the end one, and didn't get it as Lundy goes 1 for 2, but Bell the board and the putback. We're going to foul on the other end. Carew Lamore gets called for the foul. 6-team foul.
You think about that trip they had to do today, Minot, on that yellow bus, minus 25 below zero, ice building up on those windows. Just got that mindset of, I don't want to travel.
Yeah. Ooh, Kinnebrew, nifty move as she's guarded by Lily Bell. Skips it, does to Zoe Austin. Clark. Now Kinnebrew. Left corner Fletcher. Fridley at the free throw line, nowhere to go. Now she operates on Bell. Now back out to Austin, 8 to shoot. Zoe runner in the lane. Ooh, nice block by Evenson. Into the hands of Kennebrew, down low. Clark layup and got it. Nice extra pass there by Kennebrew. 22-13. Evenson on the other end. Makes it 22-15. Here's Fletcher with it. Inside to Fridley. Fridley free throw line. Baseline right to Kennebrew. Kennebrew turns on Lundy. Shot up high off the glass. Ooh, 3/4 of the way down. It comes out. Lundy the rebound. Gets it off to Lily Bell. 6:27 to play. Opening half on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Lil spins. Delivers and scores. Does Lily Bell. 22-17. Kennebrew. Boy, the intensity's picked up a little bit here late in this first half. Fletcher. Zoe Austin, high right side three. Ooh, misses everything. Delaney Clark tried to get out to Kennebrew, taken away by Evenson. Gets it off to Lily Bell. Here come the Majettes. 6 minutes to go. They trail on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 22-17. Straightaway three. Fricky misses everything. Evenson the rebound and saved it to Lundy. Lily Bell, catch, fire, three, bingo! Lily Bell has taken over here, and we've got a timeout on the floor. It's a Hub International Insurance timeout. 5:47 to go, opening half. It's Century 22, Minot 20. Back with more on the PSP network after this timeout.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before. But that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness. We want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Minot High has cut this one down to 2 at 22-20, 5:36 left to play. Opening half of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Fridley, jumper, left elbow, rolls off. Rebound run down by Nisley. Nisley, nice pass. Fridley, layup, in and out. And goes out of bounds, off Century. Going to go to Minot. Ooh, that was a bunny miss there by Fridley.
Yeah, during that last timeout, Coach Wellstead was stressing the importance of moving the ball and going back door. Stop standing and watch people on the perimeter shooting. I mean, it was a great play, just unfortunately didn't fall for him.
They get it inbounded to Fricky. 22-20 our score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century leads it, 5:12 to go. Opening half, here's Aguilar. Here's a steal by Fridley. Fridley on the other end. Fridley, well, she makes up for the miss. This time she gets a steal and a hoop, her first of the night, and Century back up by 4 at 24-20. Now on the other end, Fricky attacks. She goes up and lays it in. Does Maggie Fricky her first point of the night. Coming in averaging 16, her first deuce. Here's Kennebrew, Nisley in the left wing. Logan on the bounce, guarded by Evenson, and she throws it away. Does Nisley, and Minot can tie or take the lead.
Minot's finally starting to attack the passing lane a little bit on defense lane. They've been kind of settling back, trying not to give up penetration layups and playing the passing lanes where that cross-court pass just isn't quite there.
Aguilar on the bounce, now gets it off to Lundy. Lundy loses her balance, now gets it to Lily Bell. Bell's going to attack, kicks it out to Fricky. Fricky turns the corner, stop and go move, left elbow jumper, high arcing shot, rebound to Fridley. Outlet to Zoe Austin. Zoe in the front court, double up, now gets it off to Nisley. Nisley, she's going to take a deep three, and she buries it, does Logan Nisley.
She hit that from Glendive, Montana. That's where her parents grew up at.
27-22, Nisley with a deep three. Lundy, right corner, Evenson. She's going to try to answer the bell, and Evenson rattles one home. 27-25. Minot back within 2 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 3:47 to play opening half. Here's Kinnebrew with it. Kinnebrew on a bounce. Now at high. Austin, she's going to set. Fire for 3. Back iron, and long rebound comes out to Fridley. Nisley one more time. A little closer. Why not? Nisley buries another one.
That's 12 for Logan Nestle here in the first half with 2 threes so far.
Minor will have our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show coming up. 3:18 to play, opening half. Aguilar goes baseline, and shot is up, and it's no good, obviously, as she was fouled by Zoe Austin.
First personal 8th team foul.
So Aguilar will toe the stripe, comes in here averaging just under 7 points a game. She attempts for her first points of the night, and she converts.
Aguilar, first. Clark and Fletcher in for Century.
30-26 as Clark and Fletcher check in for Century. Second one is up and good.
Aguilar, 2-2.
And Minot High cuts that Century lead down to 3 at 30-27. 3:15 left to play. Now down to 3:11 here in this opening half from Lynette Olson Gymnasium. Number 1 versus number 2 in the state of North Dakota. Here's Nisley, catch, heat check, yep. 3 in a row. That's called en fuego for Logan Nisley. 33-27. Here's Fricky back with it. Fricky brings it between the rings, sets it up. Now they enter it to Lundy. It returns. Now Evenson, she's going to attack. Down the left side, no good. Rebound to Fletcher. Fletcher zigzags her way up the floor. Now goes left wing to Clark. Clark hounded by Lundy. Now they get it off to Nisley. Here's Fricky right on her hip to Fletcher. Now back to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew, down low they go. Nisley, now back Kinnebrew, goes baseline. Goes out, Fletcher, one more pass. Austin, 3 to shoot. Austin attacks in the lane. Shot up and good for Zoe Austin.
And just good ball movement by Century. 5 girls touched the ball in that possession. They rotated it twice and got a high percentage shot.
Zoe Austin with 4, the 5'8 freshman. 35-27, Century with the lead on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 1:55 to go opening half. Fricky down the left side of the lane, running left-handers up and good for Maggie Fricky. Well, we had a slow start to this one, but the pace has definitely picked up. 35, here's Nisley right down Broadway. Kicks it, Clark steps back, 3, that one rolls off. Austin the weak side rebound. Austin puts it back up, and she's going to be fouled. How about the play of this freshman here from Century?
Well, I got a little history lesson for you here with Zoe Austin. You know who her uncle is? Quinn Austin.
I was just going to say,
yeah,
Quinn, okay.
Her dad, Chad, but I had the pleasure of coaching Quinn down at Standing Rock. He was, obviously state champion, all-state player, so she's definitely got some athletic bloodlines in her family.
Yes, she does, as she converts the first one. 36-29. Aguilar comes in. Lundy sits down. 1:33 to play, opening half on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century with the lead. Austin with one more free throw, and that one's in and out for Zoe. She's got 5 on the evening. 1.5 to go here in the opening half of play. Aguilar hounded by Nisley. Gets it off to Height. Height nowhere to go. Now to Fricky. Fricky now back to Aguilar. Aguilar turns the corner on the right side. Shot fake, leans in, flips one up, and gets the roll in the opponent's gym.
That's 4 points here the first half from Aguilar. Kind of had a slow start here, but knocked down that jump shot in the middle of the paint.
36-31. Back with it is Clark. Here's Kettling. The C's part. She goes up. Oh, that was in and out. And the rebound's going to go off of Tori Height. And it'll stay with Century with 55 seconds to play here in the opening half. Oh, the inbound is Austin. She wasn't expecting that rifle baseball pass from Nisley. Here's Fletcher. Fletcher's Kettling, the right wing. Now back to Fletcher. Now left wing Nisley. Turns. Fires for 3. In and out. Ooh, that was 3/4 of the way down. Rebound to Lamore. Gets it off to Aguilar. Aguilar goes downhill, attacks the 10, flips one up. Shot missed, but she's going to shoot two is Maya Aguilar, and that one's going to go against. Second personal for Zoe Austin. 9 team fouls on the Patriots. Aguilar, free throw in and out. She will have one more. Her team trailing by 5 at 36-31 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Aguilar goes 1 for 2, make it a 4-point lead for Century at 36-32. Boy, shot clock and game clock are about right on. Austin in the lane. Right corner, Kettling sets, delivers a 3 short. Rebound to Nisley. Shot clock is off. Nisley to Fletcher. Fletcher, 8 seconds. They come out and double her. Fletcher still in the bounce. She's going to get a reach-in foul.
Fouls on lineup 24.
That's going to go against Carew Lamore. That's her second personal. That'll be the 8th team foul.
Minot was so worried about making sure Nestle doesn't get the ball there that they just kind of forgot to play defense on the rest of the girls there. But they were trying to double team her at the top of the key here and just made out, unfortunately, kind of a bad foul with 6.3 seconds left in the clock when you're only down 4.
Simmons back in for Century.
Simmons comes back in, so at the line will be Abby Fletcher for Century. Free throw on its way and good. Abby with 4 on the night. 37-32. Second one is up and good.
She goes 2 for 2 at the line.
38-32 as Abby goes 2 for 2. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Majettes. Torrey Height inbounds it. Here comes Aguilar. 3 seconds. 2. Aguilar quickly downhill. Set. She's going to fire 3 on the buzzer. That one's off for Maya Aguilar, and that's going to end the opening half of play here from Century on the BNC Bank scoreboard. We go to break. It's Century 38. Minot High 32. We come back. It'll be our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show right here on the PSP Network. Back with more after this timeout.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships. I love working with people. We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community, and we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoo?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Where attacks, there's a takeaway by Eagle Staff. Eagle Staff on the open floor rises up. Oh, the one-handed rip by Trayson Eagle Staff.
Johnbrook gave a little bit of a look on that one, and then he went in and just whammed it with the right hand.
Oh, Eagle Staff with the rip.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships. I love working with people. We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community, and we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Welcome back to our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show. Do you have the right financial advisor to help you reach your goals? Ameriprise Advisors can create a personalized goal-based plan to help you prepare for whatever life brings, so you can feel more confident about your financial future. Call Legacy Financial Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, at 701-232-8866. 38-32. Century leads this one here at the break, Cole, and it was a slow start to this one, but boy, it really picked up in that late in that first half of play there as Minot High battled back. Lily Bell went on a run. Nisley comes back. She goes on a run, and it's a 6-point game here at the halftime.
Yeah, it just seems like obviously it's cold outside. The mindset wasn't quite there. I'm sure it was a long trip for Minot. Just the first 5-10 minutes of the game, it just didn't seem like they had any excitement to be out there, and specifically Lily Bell. But, coach took her out of the game there for a little bit, tried to get her, kind of gather herself a little bit. She comes back in, and she knocked down 9 quick points there with about 10 minutes to go in the first half. And I have her down for 8 rebounds as of right now, and I'm sure I missed a couple in there. But, she kind of turned around that second part of the first half,
Yeah, as we told you earlier, did you have a final score in that Bismarck High Legacy game?
No, I did not. All I got was Bismarck High won.
We'll try to effort that for you. Try to effort that one for you, but we can tell you that Jamestown Jamestown won 67-65, and we'll try to effort a final score from Bismarck High and Legacy. And then the other one of the game is Dickinson at St. Mary's. On the boys' side tonight, you can catch it right on the PSP network. Century up in Minot. Mandans at Jamestown, Dickinson at St. Mary's, and Williston at Watford City. As we'll try to effort those as well as we move throughout the broadcast, as we're at halftime here on our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show. We come back. Cole Higlin will have a look at the first half numbers on the BNC Bank scoreboard at the break. Century 38, Minot 32. Back with more after this timeout.
Thanks for buying some fruit.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Back at Lynette Olson Gymnasium as Century leads this one 38-32. Glad to have you aboard on our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show for a look at the first half individual numbers. Here is Cole Higlin.
For Century Patriots, they were led in scoring by Logan Nestle. She's averaging 21 a game. Finished the first half there with 15. Had 3 huge threes late there in the first half. Abby Fletcher has 5, along with Bergen Kennebrew has 9. Autumn Ketterling had a nice game, obviously averaging about 4 points a game. Just had a good defensive stance out there. Didn't have any points as right now. Delaney Clark had 2, along with Eden Fridley had 2. For the Minot Majettes, Maggie Fricky, who's averaging about 17 points a game, was held to 4 points. I think that was kind of a crucial point there for Century to kind of concentrate on their leading scorer. She's got 4 at half, along with 2 fouls. Mariah Evenson, who had a great first half, finished with 11. Maya Aguilar has 5. Avery Lundy has 1. Tori Height has 2. And we kind of mentioned earlier kind of the slow play that Lily Bell was having, and she kind of turned it on there towards the end of the first half and finished with 9.
Well, Cole, final. Oh, yeah, we got an update from the boys' side at half. It's 38-33, Minot High leading Century up in the Magic City here. It's 38-32, Century leading this one as we inch toward the start of our final half of the regular season here on the West Region. As Minot High, Century both on the floor, and we'll do that after we come back after this timeout right here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion, obviously, because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, here we go as we are ready to start the final 18 minutes of this one, as Minot High will have the basketball to start the second half as Fricky gets it into Lily Bell. They find Lundy on a cut. Good defense there by Century. Back to Bell. Catch, fire, three. That one's going to be short. Rebound tipped into the hands of Fricky. Gets it off to Aguilar. Left wing three. Back iron. Oh, that hit the stanchion, so that'll go back to Century. As we want to thank everybody for tuning in to our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show. Legacy Financial Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Visit them at planwithlfp.com. Here's Fridley on the other end. Fridley looks inside. Nobody home. Now to Kettling. Near side, here's Nisley. Now they find Kinnebrew on the cut. Oh, off balance with the left hand, up and good by Kinnebrew. Now that is what you call two young ladies that are on the same page, Cole.
Just nice timing, nice backdoor cut, and just a nice catch.
Kinnebrew with 11, 40-32, Century by 8. Here's Lily Bell in the catch, kicks left corner. Wide open three by Aguilar, too strong. Long rebound to Fletcher. Fletcher against Lundy. She's going to lean in, shot up off the window and scored it for Abby Fletcher, and she's got 7.
Minot's had 3 straight three-pointers that they haven't looked. They need to get something moving into the paint here a little bit with Lily Bell.
Just like that, back up to 10. Here's Evenson. Lundy gathers, now finds Bell down low. Shot up, missed it, but she's going to be fouled as Lily Bell. But she will go to line and shoot 2, and the foul is going to go on Autumn Kettling. Second personal, first team foul. Reminder, we'll have our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is located at South 3rd Street and is the home of the MVP haircut experience. Sport Clips brings you this game's MVP, and we'll also have our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game, sponsored by Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Bell seats the second.
They can help you move across town or across the country. Location Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com as Lily Bell goes 1 for 2 from the line, makes it 42-33. Here's a left corner three by Logan Nisley. She's got 18.
And that'll be her 4th three-pointer here tonight.
45-33, Century with the lead by 12 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. I was almost going to say MVP there. Here's Fricky. She just kind of dug her way down to the low block, went up and scored it. 45-35. Here's a steal. Ooh, and Lundy turned around at the right time as Evenson delivered it to her. Here's Aguilar. Aguilar crosses over, gets in the lane, kicks Fricky. Fricky from the right side, high-wrecking three, in and out, rebound to Fridley. Fridley back the other way on the move. She attacks downhill. Oh, nice backdoor pass. Nisley reverse layup up and good.
Good for Nisley, assisted by Ethan Fridley.
And Century is dissecting that Minot defense right now. Here's Evenson, a test, step-through move. Shot too strong, Nisley the rebound. And I'm guessing a hoop here. Jason Schwartz may get a timeout. Here's a lob to Kinnebrew. Lost her balance and saved. Nope, it's going to be out of bounds as Fridley couldn't save it. Delaney Clark checks in.
And this is what I was talking about early in the game earlier, trying to get Lily Bell going is you got to get some kind of motion towards the paint a little bit here. You know, they don't get a lot of paint touches. They like to shoot a lot of threes, which is fine. But when you got these games, especially coming in WDA where the ball's not going in the hoop, you got to get these high percentage shots.
Well, Aguilar controls Fricky around the wheel. Nope, Bell fakes it, now comes back near side to Aguilar. Looks down low, and now they get Fricky off a screen. She attacks to the left side, left-handed layup up and good for Maggie Fricky, and she's got 8. Lead back to 10. Century 47-37, 14:50 to go in the ball game. Here's Kinnebrew. Now gets it off to Clark. Clark, runner on the baseline. Ooh, teardrop shot by Delaney Clark is up and good, and we've got to be Hubbard National Insurance timeout on the floor. 14:41 to go. Century 49, Minot 37. Back with more on the PSP Network after this Hubbard National Insurance timeout on the floor.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Back to live action as Minot High controls out of the timeout. Lundy gets it off to Lily Bell. Lily Bell, a long three, falling away. Short rebound to Lundy. Lundy's going to fire right side three. That one rolls off. Fricky the rebound, the putback. Missed it. Gets a rebound again. Now brings it out to the wing. Fricky. Attack, baseball pass on the backside to Lundy, and it's going to be tipped off of Nisley and go out of bounds. It'll stay with Minot High.
Coach Schwartz got to be beside himself. They're 0 for 5 for three-point here to start the second half and just trying to find a way to grind a bucket out of this possession here.
14-13 left to play in the ball game. Down low, Bell. Bell up off the window and scored. There you go, Cole. They finally got it down to her. 49-39. Century by 10. 14 minutes to play in the ball game. Here's Fletcher with it. Fletcher. Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew's going to attack. Teardrop shot in the lane is going to be no good. A blocking foul is going to be called, and who are they going to get? And they're going to get Presley Bennett, who's in the ball game. First personal. First team foul. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Chuppy Clinic. Chuppy Clinic offers more than basic adjustments of the spine. Chuppy Clinic is concerned about the overall health and wellness of each patient and offer care and services to meet the greater demands of current health needs. Find them online at chuppy.com as Kinnebrew gets one, and Kinnebrew
goes 2 for 2.
Gets them both. She's got 13. 51-39, Century with the lead, 13:43 left to play in the ball game. Here's Lily Bell on the right elbow. Step back, 2 for Lily Bell's up and good. Oh, my.
And Century had all 5 girls in the paint trying to stop that penetration. So, I mean, that was just a better offense at that point.
51-41. You just don't do those kinds of things as an 8th grader, Cole. But Lily Bell does all alone. Kinnebrew flips it up with the left hand. No good. Rebound Lily Bell. Boy, she's got to be close to a double-double, doesn't she?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I have her right now for 14 points right now.
Evenson spins, gets her own rebound and goes up and scores it. Good work there by Evenson. She's got 13.
And Mariah Evenson's been their most consistent scorer here tonight. She's been kind of just getting those buckets, those dirty plays here and there, and just kind of has right now she's got 13 in the game.
Lead down to 8. Nisley backs in. Nisley flips one up. Off balance shot, no good. Rebound 2. Who other than Lily Bell? Bell's going to run it in the front court. Behind the back, guarded by Kettling. Now Lundy. Evenson goes baseline, leans in off the glass, no good. Bodies on the floor, and Kettling comes out of there with it. She runs it up the right side. Here's Fridley on the trail. Fridley, nowhere to go with it. Now comes to Kinnebrew near side. Bergen. To Frid, dangerous pass there to Fridley. Fridley's going to tap. Oh, nice bounce pass. Clark leans in, shot no good. Rebound. Nisley, her shot no good. No foul called there. And the rebound comes down to Lily Bell.
Yeah, officials are letting them play on those offensive rebounds, and just sometimes you just got to gather yourself, go up strong.
Now Fricky slows it down and sets the offense. Evenson looks inside to Bell, skips it Lundy in the left corner. She has trouble hanging on to it. Now they try to go to Bell, throw it away into the hands of Delaney Clark. Clark's pass tip, Kinnebrew. She's going to fire for 3. That one's up and good for Bergen Kinnebrew. Her 12th 3 of the season. 54-43. Here's Fricky on the other end. Her 3 is short. Lundy can't run it down. Here's an outlet. Kinnebrew. Fricky. Kinnebrew leans in. Shot up. Scores.
She's got 18 in the game so far here today.
56-43. Century leads by 13. Jason Schwartz wants a timeout on the floor. 11:23 to go in the ball game on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Century 56. Minot High 43. We'll be back after this. Hubbard National Insurance. Timeout on the floor. Hubbard National Insurance located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck. Back with more after this timeout.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before. But that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Well, Century running away right now as they lead this one by 13 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Glad to have you back for Lynette Olson Gymnasium. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for Aero Seal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northern-plains.com. 11:23 to go in the ball game. Century leads by 13. Minot High has the basketball. Aguilar controls for the Majets down the left side, bumped by Kettling. And Autumn's going to get called for her 3rd personal foul. Just the 2nd of the half for Century. Reminder, we'll have our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show coming up. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. That's Planning Team Financial Advisors. They inbound it to Aguilar. Falling down there was Elsie Hardy. Kinsey Kaler in the ball game. She's got nowhere to go. Caught on that left block, that right block. Aguilar now to Kaler. Kaler hounded by Nissy. She dribbled it from the left side to the right side. Now to Aguilar, 7 to shoot. Aguilar hesitation move, rises up, too strong, rebound, and yep, we're going to get a foul. As they're going to get Kinsey Kaler for backing down. And that'll be the Majette second personal. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Medicine Shop of Bismarck. They are proud to support local athletics. The Medicine Shop offers free delivery. You can get your flu shot at the Medicine Shop. Here's Nisley way out high. Now to Fletcher. Fletcher guarded by Presley Bennett. Fletcher nowhere to go. Now gets it off to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew skips it. Nisley catch, fire, three, scored, and she fouled. Oh, how quickly did she let that one go after the catch?
That's her 23rd point here in the game, and I have her down for 5 3-pointers so far here tonight.
Just how quick she caught that and released it and gets fouled, and Kinsey Kaler checks in and gets 2 quick personal fouls. And Nisley converts that one.
Nisley completes the 4-point play for the Patriots.
60-43, Century leads on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 10:19 to go in the ball game. Here's Bennett, left wing 3, bounces off, long rebound to Fridley. Fridley wants to run, now backs it out. Lets her teammates catch up, now gets it off to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew with the left hand, now to Fridley. Fridley's going to fire for 3. That one's off. Long rebound comes down to Delaney Clark. Century resets. Kinnebrew attacks on Torrey Height. Stop and go move. Now in the corner, Fridley. Fletcher. Shot fake. Fletcher. Scoop to the hoop. Too strong. Nisley the weak side rebound and the putback.
Nisley with the rebound and putback.
62-43. Left corner, Torrey Height. Off the pass from Aguilar. She goes baseline. Finds Hardy wide open in the lane. She maneuvers into a left-handed layup. 62-45.
Woo! That was deep.
Oh, Nisley from Dan's North. 65-45. Century has extended this to 20. 9:13 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. We got a foul. It's going to be called on Delaney Clark, first personal. 3rd team foul. So at the line will be Torrey Height for Minot. Height sets and delivers. Free throw short.
I got Logan Nisley with 29 points so far in the game here tonight with 9 minutes to go.
Yep. Pretty good game to have going into the West Region.
I think that questions anyone about her ankle. I think she's pretty healthy.
Yeah, I would say.
Now, on defense, you get beat, you can say, oh, my ankle's a little weak. But on offense, it's always healthy.
The old offensive-defensive move. Here's Nisley again. Fletcher, top of the key. She's going to let one fly. That one's wide right. Rebound on the weak side to Lundy. Lundy just throws it in the open floor. Back comes Century. Nisley catch, fires. That one partially blocked by Lundy. Nisley comes back with a grin on her face. Aguilar attacks. Here's a trail by Bennett. Bennett down the right side, blocked away by Kinnebrew. They wanted a foul, didn't get it, and Kinnebrew is going to be out of bounds. Zoe Austin going to check in. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tires Plus from Shopping or Tires. Shop Tires Plus, all brands under one roof. With the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan, you can't go wrong with Tires Plus. Visit them online at TiresPlusND.com. 65-46, Century leads this one by 19 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 8:41 to play in the ball game. Here's Lily Bell, works in the low block, kicks it right wing. Evenson catch, fire 3, short, rebound to Kinnebrew.
We were talking about this in the beginning. At what point now you start kind of worrying about injuries, resting your kids a little bit here. WDA's next week.
Zoe Austin, Kettling. Kinnebrew looks down low to Nisley. Now Kinnebrew attacks, spins, shot up, no good, but she's going to be fouled by Avery Lundy as she got her with the body.
22, Avery Lundy, second personal, 4th team foul.
4th team foul, so Kinnebrew will toe the stripe.
This is number 1 and number 2 in WDA. What do you do against Century when they're shooting the ball like this there tonight? They've always been known for their defense, but when they're shooting the ball the way they are here tonight, They're tough to beat.
They're tough to beat. That's exactly right.
And that's probably why they're 43-0 so far. I see Coach Metz sitting up there in the corner. I bet he's pretty proud of the team he kind of helped develop.
Yep, as Kinnebrew gets one of two. Makes it 66-46. Here comes Lily Bell back with it. She's going to fire a straightaway three, and Lily Bell knocks one down.
Time on the floor, Minot.
Quick timeout on the floor. It's a Hubbard National Insurance timeout. Call your local Hub agents, Leif Olson and Josh Cattell, for your personal insurance needs. Hubbard National Insurance, located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road. We'll keep it right here. 66-49 our score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 7:57 left to go in the ball game. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Chuppy Clinic. Chuppy Clinic offers more than basic adjustments of the spine. Chuppy Clinic is concerned about the overall health and wellness of each patient and offer care and services to meet the greater demands of current health needs. Find them online at chuppy.com. So pretty good night.
The top four scores from both, the top two scores we've seen from OT and the top four in WDA in scoring are actually pulling their weight. Lily Bell kind of started off a little slow. She's got 17 so far here with about 8 minutes to go. Mariah Evanson, I thought she's had a nice game for them here tonight. Both offensive and defensive. Got 13 here in the game. And, of course, Logan Nestle here with 6 threes, 29 points. And you got Bergen Kennebrew, I believe, got 19 at this point. So a lot of scoring from the top four players that we expected from.
Well, there's a little tic-tac-toe by Century, but the Majets retreat. And now Century sets their half-court offense. Kennebrew looks for Kettling on the cut. Now here comes Fridley with it. Fridley, free throw line back. Oh, Nistley, wide open layup, good. Oh, that's just good execution there. How about 31 for Nistley? 68-49, 7:25 to play in the ball game. Hardy, oh, nice backdoor pass to Evenson. Evenson's had a nice game for the Majets. Here's Nistley, Kettling. Zoe Austin goes baseline, cut off there by Hardy. Now Austin's doubled up, but before that, she walked with the basketball. And it'll go back to Minot High. Checking in comes Delaney Clark.
You saw that last possession there from Century. Now you're seeing them to go 5 out, run the shot clock, get some movement here, use the clock to your advantage.
And now they pressure, and Fridley pokes it out of bounds. Century again, applying that full court pressure. Oh, and Fricky releases, and you're not going to outrun Fridley, that's for sure. Fridley runs her down, pokes it out of bounds, and Minot will have it underneath their own hoop.
That's what makes Century so tough, is when you got those individuals like that who, understand their role, they do the hustle plays. They're not necessarily getting all the glamour as far as points and scores, but doing those hustle things, it just kind of makes this team who they are today.
Evenson. Now back out high to Lily Bell and just throws it over her head out of bounds. As Fletcher's going to come back in for Century. Kettling will sit down. 68-51. Century with the lead on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 6:53 to go in the ball game. Here's Kennebrew between the rings. Now puts the offense in motion. Now to Fridley. Here's Fletcher on the cut. Nice catch. Air ball. Rebound comes down to Hardy. Gets off to Fricky. Bell on the trail on the left wing. She's going to fire a three. That one rolls off. Clark on the rebound on the weak side, and she slows it up, gets it off to Nistley. And Nistley's just going to walk it up the floor to Kennebrew. Looking for Fridley, now to Clark. Now to Nistley, guarded by Lundy. Down low they go, Kennebrew, shot, scored, and she's fouled. Nistley to Kennebrew with the hoop and the harm.
Foul number 2, making Fricky third personal. Fifth team foul. Kennebrew at the line.
Foul's going to go on Maggie Fricky, her third personal. So Kennebrew at the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Free throw is up and good for Bergen. Lead back to 20 for Century at 71-51 on the other end. There's a shot up by Aguilar. Is going to be no good, but we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Fridley. Yes, we are.
Century number 3, Fridley, third personal, fourth team foul. foul.
Third personal, fourth team foul. At the line is Aguilar. Free throw rolls off for Maya. 5 points, all coming in the first quarter for the 5'9" junior. She'll have one more. That one bounces off as well. Baseball pass to Fridley in the right corner. Finds the cutting Clark. Nice shot fake. Oh, she lost her balance. Credit a block there to Lily Bell. Here's Evenson attacking. Doubled up, nowhere to go. Now to Hardy. Hardy now to Aguilar, right wing. Down low, Hardy poked away by Nisley, and it'll stay with the Majets. Reminder, Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show coming up. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Try to go down low on the block to Evenson, poked out of bounds.
Just seems like Minot's just a step slow here now the last 5 minutes. I mean, I know you look at the scoreboard, you get a little frustrated down 20, but they got to just find some momentum here and just find ways to score buckets and then, you know, maybe cut it in half at least before the end of the game here.
Aguilar to Hardy. Shot put up. Aguilar with the board and the putback.
That's Aguilar's first points here the second half. She's got 7 in the game so far here tonight.
71-53. Try to get you an update from up in Minot on our BNC Bank scoreboard. Oh, here's a long three. Nisley ringing the bell again is Logan Nisley.
That's 7 threes here tonight, and she has 4 in the first half and 3 in the second half.
74-53, shot put up by the Jets, no good. Rebound comes down to Century. There's a shot on the other end. That one's no good. Now they go out high to Fletcher. Here's Fridley. Fridley attacks. Now a stop-and-go move by Eden in the paint. Nowhere to go. Now Fletcher. Fletcher's going to fire one from deep. Ooh, missed everything there. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Majets, trailing this one 74-53. Trying to effort a score from that Century Minot boys game. Ooh, Minot High leads that one 51-43. How much time was that left, Cole?
7 minutes left.
7 minutes left, okay. So Minot High looking to win their second West Region championship. As Century comes off the block, finds Kinnebrew in the lane. Shot fake on Bell to no avail. Kettling. Oh, she just threw it away. She knew it. 74-53, Century with the lead. 3:55 left to play in the ball game. Lily Bell on the attack, and she's going to be fouled by Kettling. That's 4 on Kettling. 5th team foul for Century. We'll have our jobbers moving in storage play of the game after this one. Also, our Sport Clips MVP. We'll have a few words with the winning head coach and a player. Long inbounds to Aguilar. Now Torrey Height operates, looks down low to Hardy. Hardy gathers it, drops it down low. Bell, one bounce, reverse layup is up and good for Lily Bell. 74-55. Century with 3.5 to go. Here's Fridley. Oh, okay. 62-54, 38.2 left. Minot High is up. So it appears Minot High, unless something crazy happens, they lob down low to Nisley, and right there was Elsie Hardy with her 29th block of the season. 4 to shoot for Century. Quick lob into Fridley, gathers, finds Simmons. Here's shot, rolls off, rebound, tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Majets. (74-55). Century leads this one, and it appears that they are going to run the table again in the regular season. Down low, Hardy. Hardy gathers. Ooh, little baby hook. The hoop and the harm for Elsie Foul's going to go against Bergen Kinnebrew.
You can see Coach Wellstead looking down the bench, trying to talk about, okay, do we start bringing the subs in here a little bit slowly, start getting some playing time, rest our stars here a little bit?
Elsie Hardy.
Hardy good at the line.
Makes it 74-58. Fletcher, Kinnebrew. Yeah, you'd think both coaches would start to pull the dogs off here pretty quick, wouldn't you? High post Fridley. She faces up. Nice shot fake down the lane. Scoop to the hoop. Oh! Oh, Eden Fridley with the circus act, and she gets the hoop and the harm.
Not just nice fundamental play, balance, under control from the free throw line, and just made a nice up and under.
That's on the docket for Jobbers moving and storage moving the game as she could not convert. Good Eden Fridley makes it 76-58. Lily Bell crosses over, spins in the lane, kicks Hardy. Hardy jumper from the right elbow is up and good for Elsie Hardy.
That's 7 points in the game here for Elsie Hardy. She's got 5 in the second half.
76-60, a 16-point lead for Century. 2:16 left to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 65-55, there's your final. Minot High wins by 10. Here's a 3 by Nisley, rolls off. So Century drops both to Minot High. The West Region champs are the Magicians. They will go in as the number 1 seed. On the boys' side, appears the girls' team will go in as the number 2 seed. They will go in as the number 2 seed, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. It's a Hubbard International Insurance timeout. Call Hubbard International Insurance today for all your personal and business and insurance needs. Minute 47 to play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century 76, Minot High 60. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Well, timeout by Nate Wellstead as he wants to set his offense. As they spread it out, break to the ball, now they get it in and do the Patriots, leading this by 16. Zoe Austin, the freshman in there, she controls, now gets it out to Fridley. Fridley attacks, Fridley leans in, shot no good, Zoe Austin the rebound, and she threw it right in the hands of Hardy. Ball tipped around. Who comes out of there with it? Lundy. And there's going to be a tie-up. And it's going to stay with Century. Quick inbound. Kinnebrew as the shot clock goes off. That hit the rim, and it was blocked out of bounds by Hardy. So Century catches a break there. Minute 22 left to play in the ball game. 76-60, Century by 16. Long inbounds out to Fletcher by the timeline. Guarded by Torrey Height. It appears they're not going to foul. Century just going to run some clock here. As Fletcher controls, now to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew attacks, throws one up, comes off. Austin the rebound, Austin the putback, falling away, and that one's no good. Rebound, and Zoe Austin there to tie it up. It'll go to Minot High. Good hustle there by Zoe Austin. And here comes Delaney Clark and Lydia Simmons. Kinnebrew's going to come out. So is Fridley. Under a minute to go as Century is going to go wire to wire again in the regular season. Baseball pass, Aguilar in the left corner. She crosses over on Simmons. Now diagonal pass cross court to Lundy. Lundy, the running left-handed layup, is up and good for Avery Lundy. Just her third point of the night. Been a quiet night for Avery Lundy. She comes in here averaging 10 points on the season. Pressure being applied, and there's going to be a traveling call. 26.9 to play in the ball game. 76-62 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century wins this, is leading this one. I stand corrected. Aguilar flips one up and in for Maya Aguilar. 76-64. 15 seconds. Zoe Austin bumped out of bounds. Lundy goes down. Uh-oh. Boy, you hate to see that. Just exactly what we were talking about.
Ball's going against Minot, 22. Avery Lundy, third person. Then in their lineup, number 24.
As they tend to Avery Lundy with 12.4 to play. I'm not quite sure. I didn't see exactly what happened there. I can't tell if she's holding her wrist or what. As we said, we'll have our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show coming up. Also, our Sport Clips MVP of the game as Lundy, it appears it's going to be her shoulder, or as she goes off, be the MVP when you go to Sport Clips or an MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Sport Clips is located at 411 South 3rd Street in Bismarck, as the foul is going to go against Avery, and Avery walks off on her own. As substitutions coming in, Gabby Bird in the ball game. Free throw by Zoe is up and good. 77-64. We'll get a couple others in there for you. Also in the ball game is Emma Guthmiller. Also in the ball game is Jewelberg, as Austin gets both free throws. Austin with 7 points, 78-64, 9.6 to play. As the time is winding down, Lily Bell gets it off to Height. Will Minot High get one off? Height step back 15-footer comes off, and that's going to do it as the Century Patriots win this one by a score of 78-64. That'll take us into our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan and planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors are here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. As Cole Higlin has made his way down to the playing floor, as he will get a few words with head coach Nate Wellstead. Also, I do believe he is going to grab Logan Nisley. And I believe right now Cole is down on the floor. Let's go down courtside and Cole Higlin. Cole, take it away.
Well, congratulations, Coach Wellstead, 19-0, first year head coach. Talk about how the season's been so far for you.
It's been an exciting year, a lot of firsts. You know, one thing the girls have done, they've came out and fought every day, and they've gotten better as the season's gone along. So I'm happy where we're at right now.
What I'm really impressed with Century, your defense. You know, you guys get after it. You play the passing lanes well. You all rotate. There's not really a weak spot that I see on your team here. So how do you keep the momentum going into WDA starting here next week?
Well, we got a week here where we'll get after it and work a little bit. I've learned a little bit from Coach Mattern. You know, his defensive system's kind of what we're running right here. And, you know, we'll get after it this week and try to get better.
All right, well, let's talk about Logan Nestle here, your junior who had 7 3-points here in the game here. Talk about her role, just kind of what she did here tonight for you.
Well, she's a leader. When we needed a basket, she was looking to score. Early on, she's looking to get the ball to some other girls to get them going. She's just an all-around outstanding player.
Now, she's going to laugh here a little bit, but I know her a little bit here from outside of basketball. And I always tell her, fake to the open person and shoot it. And she did that tonight. She had 7 threes here tonight. Talk about your thought process here when you knocked down those threes here tonight.
You know, this is kind of my second game back. I got injured last time we played Mandan, Minot. So I think really just kind of getting that confidence back. I mean, my teammates are hyping me up, so that's always nice. Like Wellstead said, just kind of looking to create for others, and then when the ball comes back to me, looking to score.
Well, I know your grandparents are probably down in Arizona watching this game. You hit that first three, and I said that was from Glendive, Montana. That was a deep three there. You did a nice job kind of getting your feet set here and getting a quick trigger here. Talk about the momentum you guys taking in here to WDA.
You know, we talked about it in the locker room all week. This is a pride win for us. We already had the 1 seed locked in, but this is kind of showing everybody we're not going anywhere. We're not getting complacent. We're not stopping, and that's just kind of what this game was. They had the momentum going into halftime a little bit, and it was too close for us. Wellstead said, he's like, we got to pick it up on the defensive end. We can't let their shooters and their star players get hot, and I think that's what we did.
Well, good luck the rest of the way in WDA. Have a good year. Take care. Back to you, Woody.
All right, thanks, Cole Higland. There you have it, Logan Nisley and Nate Wellstead. Logan Nisley, as you said, if anybody questioned injury, well, she looked pretty healthy tonight as her team wins this one by a score of 78-64. Our Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Back at Lynette Olson Gymnasium, Scott Woodmansee, Cole Higland with you. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network. Century handles the number 2 team in the state of North Dakota here tonight by a score of 78-64. As you heard, Century will go in as the 1 seed, so it'll look like this. Century High will be the 1 seed, Minot High will be 2, Bismarck High will be 3, Jamestown 4, Legacy 5. And then as far as the from what we can gather, the play-in games look like this, as Williston will come down to take on Manna in the 11-6 game. Turtle Mountain will travel to the capital city to take on St. Mary's in the 10-7 game. And Dickinson will travel to Watford City to take on the Wolves in the 9-8 game. And then the winner of those games there will be seeded accordingly into the West Region Tournament. As are listening to our Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show, I believe Cole Higland's got those final numbers tallied up. And for a look at your final individual numbers, here's Cole Higland.
With the Minot Jets, Maggie Fricky averaging about 17 points a game, was held to 8 points here tonight. I think that's kind of the defensive struggle that Century is trying to focus on her tonight, to kind of hold her under her scoring averages. She finished with 8 here tonight. Mariah Evanson, she had 13. I thought she had a nice game on both ends of the floor here tonight. Maya Aguilar had 7, along with Avery Lundy had 3. Looked like when she was walking out there at the end of the game, it was more of a wrist than a knee. Right away, I thought maybe it might have been a knee, but she was holding her wrist as she walked out with athletic trainer. And then Elsie Hardy had a nice second half. She finished with 7 here tonight. And Lily Bell had 19 for the Minot Jets, who finished with 64 points here tonight. With the Century Patriots, Eden Fridley finished with 4. Delaney Clark had 4. Bergen Kinnebrew had 22. Abby Fletcher had 7. Logan Nestle had 34. And as I touched earlier after the game there, she had 7 3-pointers in the game here tonight. And then we had Zoe Austin, who had 7 with a total of 78. So final score, Century Patriots 78. Minot Jets 64.
Well, there you have it. We certainly hope that Avery Lundy bounces back, because certainly she's too good of a talent. It means too much to that Majet team for her to go down, and hopefully she'll be able to participate next Thursday in that West Region Tournament. Cole, a couple more things to do here. We've got to give out our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. Jobbers Moving and Storage focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. The efficient step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page and includes a comprehensive service of proactive checks, double checks, ongoing communications that assure attention to all details every step of the way. Location in the Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. And, Cole, I was going to say it was just going to be a barrage of Logan Nisley threes, but I think it was maybe that acrobatic play there by Eden Frindley down the stretch. Unfortunately, she couldn't convert the three-point play, but that was a circus shot, and she was able to convert on the offensive end.
Yeah, that was 2:40 left in the second half there. Eden Frindley caught at the free throw line, made a nice head fake, got the girl off her feet, just kind of made a circus under finger roll in the paint, and just kind of a momentum killer, really what that was there for the Minot Majettes there. Just kind of looked like a fancy finger roll, but it went in, and at the end of the day, it's 2 points in the scorebook, and no one knows any different.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So Eden Frindley, you have our jobbers moving in storage. Move the game, and Cole, I'm not so sure this one's going to be an argument, but now it's time to give out our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is located at South 3rd Street and is the home to the MVP haircut experience. Sport Clips brings you this game's MVP. Cole, your thoughts on this one? I don't think it's going to be too much of a argument here.
No, I think it's got to be Logan Nestle with the 7 3-pointers I mentioned earlier. She finished with 34 points here tonight. But what she doesn't get a lot of credit for is she does make that extra pass. She gets the offense and defensive rebound. She is well-rounded, and that's why she's getting some Division I looks as a junior here for Century High School. So the player of the game, obviously, is Logan Nestle here, finished with 34 points and 7 3-pointers here tonight.
Well, yeah, that'll do it for us. And we can tell you coming up on the PSP Network tomorrow night, it is Scotty K show at 6 and Ice Time at 9 o'clock with Nick Hallberg coming up on Thursday. Nick Hallberg will be in Fargo for the state hockey tournament. It gets underway on Thursday. Also, Region 6 finals. Scott Cattell will have the call for you on that one, or we'll have the full day for you from the tournament up in Region 6 on Friday. State hockey again, and then we'll have our last regular season a basketball game on the PSP Network as Shiloh will be at Standing Rock. Todd Domry's pretty handsome the call on that one. And then also District 12 boys gets underway on Friday as well. And then Saturday, state hockey tournament again, District 12 boys basketball. And also a WDA swim and dive final will be on the air for you right here on the PSP Network. And then join me overtime with Scott Woodmansee at 10 o'clock. Cole, any last-minute thoughts as we round out our West Region regular season schedule, and now we turn our attention towards the West Region tournament?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how WDA kind of goes. Obviously, you got Century, who's got a 44-0 mark. Obviously, they're going to have everybody kind of coming after them as the favorite. Minot, I think, here tonight, when Bismarck High just, beating Legacy here tonight is going to be a big indicator who's going to get that second seed. Obviously, you want to get that first win in WDA, just kind of get the monkey off your back, and then get that second win and you're in. So it should be an exciting atmosphere next week here at the Civic Center. Oh, and in case you haven't heard, we will have wall-to-wall coverage for you of that West Region tournament right here on the PSP Network coming up a week from this Thursday. Hope you guys can tune in, as we certainly are looking forward to it. Well, we want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. BNC National Bank, also to Hubbard National Insurance, Chuppy Clinic, the medicine shop of Bismarck, Tires Plus, Northern Plains Heating and Air, also to Legacy Financial Planners, also to Sport Clips, Jobbers Moving and Storage, and to Planning Team Financial Advisors and all those other sponsors that you see throughout the broadcast. As we certainly want to thank all those folks. We couldn't do this without those, and we look forward to having those on board as well at the West Region tournament. Repeating our final score here tonight, it is Century going wire to wire as they finish 19-0 and 18-0 in the conference as they win this 78-64. Minot High drops to 15-3 and 17-3 overall. For Cole Higlin, Scott Woodmansee saying so long from Lynette Olson Gymnasium.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.